शांति। आज अनेकों बार मिलने वाले सिकिलते बच्चे फिर से आकर मिले। बाप भी उसी पहचान से बच्चों को देख रही है और बच्चे भी उसी अनेक बार मिलने वाली स्मृति से मिल रहे। ये आत्मा और परमात्मा बाप का मिलना विचित्र मिलन। सारे कदम में कोई भी आत्मा अनेक बार फिर से मिले हैं। इस स्मृति से नहीं मिलते। चाहे समय प्रति समय धर्म पिताएं आए और अपने फॉलोअर्स को ऊपर से नीचे लाए, लेकिन धर्म पिताएं भी इस स्मृति से नहीं मिलते कि अनेक कल्प मिले हुए फिर से मिल रहे। इस स्पष्ट स्मृति से सिवाय परम पिता की कोई आत्माओं से मिल नहीं सकता। चाहे इस कल्प में पहली बार भी मिलती है, लेकिन मिलते ही पुरानी स्मृति, पुरानी पहचान जो आत्माओं में संस्कार के रूप में रिकॉर्ड बना हुआ है, वो इमर्ज हो जाता है और दिल से यही स्मृति का आवाज आता कि ये वही बाप मेरा है। बच्चे कहते हैं तुम ही मेरे, और बाप कहते तुम ही मेरे। मेरा संकल्प उत्पन्न हुआ उसी सेकंड इस शक्तिशाली स्मृति से, संकल्प से नया जीवन और नया जहान मिल गया और सदा के लिए मेरा बाबा इस स्मृति स्वरूप में दिख गए।
Om Shanti. Awake the signals. Imbibe the virtues of sweetness and humility. Let there always be truth and sweetness in your words, and you will continue to accumulate marks. When you have the virtue of sweetness in your life, every word you speak will be like a pearl. It will feel as though you are not speaking but showering pearls. They will speak such words that those who hear you feel inspired to speak in the same way that you do. Anyone who hears you should feel inspired to learn and follow you. Speak such words that anyone can record them and listen to them over and over again. The vibrations of such sweet words automatically attract them. Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today's day 3. Man, Mana, Bhava. Feelings of the mind. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Everyone is okay. Well, yeah, it seems some special blessings have been given to Vyakti Parivar, right? That keeps us happy, light, and well. That's why we all could be together, right? Every evening. We finished 2 years now. So it's definitely Baba's special drishti, special powers on us, right? The word while listening, that when you are in the stage of Manmanabhav. So what is that stage of Manmanabhav? There could be lot of thoughts. One is to be in remembrance, to be merged in Baba's love, or merged in Baba's any other quality, or experiencing the sweetness of relationship. But exactly what is the stage of Manmanabhav? Because one is we are practicing remembrance, or we are creating awareness, we practicing. And other is you are in that stage of Manmanabhav. So it could be deep silence, total concentration on one, or a stage of being merged in ocean. So what we have to do these days, that one is to reflect on, we are talking about different stages, but other is to stay in that stage of Manmanabhav, because the power which will come, a likeness with Baba, like you will start feeling, I am like Baba, I am becoming like Baba. That's also a very, very powerful thought. So stage of Manmanabhav is, I find that you are completely deep silence, but also internally you are very, very loveful. Silence, but also loveful, but also very carefree, freedom. Baba had been talking about that in this birth you have to be free, and then you will have freedom in life. You will enjoy your Jivan Mukti. This birth and many, many births to come. Just imagine in life not to have any bondage is a big gift, isn't it? Generally, there will always be some bondage of mind, sometimes it's the body, but you don't feel any bondage. So, our aim was really to make Manmanabha stage very natural and consistent. Not Manmanabha only for morning or when we sit in yoga, but it's deeply within. Mind is always with Baba. It is both ways because someone asked me yesterday, when I'm in Manmanabha, then what Baba gives me? Of course, in the Murli, we heard about when you have awareness, you get power. But what I am finding that it's not just my efforts, but if I take one step, then Baba is coming forward many steps. As much I am remembering Baba, then Baba multiplies whatever power I need, or Baba helps me to settle a lot of karmic accounts. So we have to experience what we call as attainments of Manmanabhav. And there are many attainments. This morning when I was offering bhog and Baba said, follow Srimad accurately. Because anywhere if we make mistakes, whether waste of time, waste of energy or anything, it multiplies to, like if I use it in a worthwhile way, it multiplies. But if I also waste it, so if someone finds that at confluence stage, I haven't attained everything. Mm. Like there is always this feeling that still there are a lot of my inner desires not fulfilled or needs of the life not fulfilled. What could be the reason? Somewhere not following Shrimat in while doing actions. Otherwise, I find that Baba's yagya is really, really overflowing with numbers, with cooperation, with this whole feeling of unlimited. When I was in India and I will look at thousands of people, thousands of our children, and everyone has so much love, so much bhavana. Just imagine the collective energy of 20,000, what it will be like. So definitely we have to pay attention. If something is lacking, anything, power or love, or even in a material, physical way, if anyone is lacking, one of the reason definitely is that I am breaking the principle. Otherwise, it should keep multiplying. And a time comes when you have so much fulfillment, and from fulfillment comes real vairagya, in the sense of there is just no, just disinterest. There is no pull of any kind. So the stage of Manmanabhav, we want the remembrance of Baba to be very natural and consistent. It shouldn't be that when I sit in yoga, I have good experience, or in the morning, evening, I have good experience. But now it has to be company of Baba. That is why I also like this whole topic of Dadi Janki's companion of God. Whom Baba will make companion? Whom will Baba make companion? What are the qualities I should have so that Baba can use me as companion? So the aim is really to have not only 8 hours of remembrance, but consistent remembrance. You all think your remembrance is getting better? Yes, it's natural. It's more now. Does it remain while doing actions? Because these are very important, right? So it shouldn't happen. I am in yoga. I have to sit in yoga, but I have to be in awareness. I have to be in remembrance. The total awareness of Manmanabhav stage of Manmanabhav. So when we have this sweetness of relationships, so one of the ability is, what are my feelings all the time towards anyone, everyone? I like today when Baba said, don't think of transformation of others, but think of yourself, and then of course you help others also. So when you are in stage of Manmanabhav, you are able to understand the feelings of yourself and others also. Because sometimes it's not the intentions, but if there is anything, karmic account with any other soul, the feelings will not be that good. But what do I maintain? What kind of feelings I maintain that others, their feelings can change also? We have heard so many times that some officers would come to meet Brahma Baba. They wanted to find about many things, and they would want to meet Baba, not any one of us. Because generally we say, oh, we can help you, but they say no. And so Baba will go in his room. He prepares himself in soul consciousness and invoking Baba. And he will come out and he is meeting them and he is using the word children, and whatever questions they are asking, not only they get appropriate answers, but after a little while they had no questions. Dani Janki also shared her experience that when I go in front of Baba, take the drishti, after a little while, Baba will say, child, do you want to ask anything? And Dadi will say, but you already silenced my mind so much that I don't have even any thoughts now. Not only question, but I don't have any thoughts. So Baba said, okay, I give you the blessing. It will happen that when others will come in front of you, they will have same. They won't have words to ask anything. So that means your feelings are helping. Your awareness is helping, that other souls are not able to have any questions or anything, but rather they feel that they have contentment, they are in deep silence. So what we have to experiment, that when I am in Manmanabhav, stage of Manmanabhav, what are my abilities? How my feelings are not only changing for my own self, but also is changing the feelings of others. So it seems to be very interesting. One is to be able to be in Manmanabhav. Other is when I am in Manmanabhav stage, then what are the attainments? That also is something very, very important. So we all will reflect, practice, and experience the stage of Manmanabhav. Om Shanti.
Welcome to Awake the Journey, gift from God, pearls of wisdom from Dadi Gosarji.
सबके दिल में एक बाबा, मेरा बाबा, मीठा बाबा।
इतना टाइम मैंने आज निकाला, अब वो टाइम बॉक्स में जमा करते जाओ। टाइम बॉक्स क्या है? बुद्धि। बॉक्स तो बुद्धि है ना, और तो कोई अलग चांदी सोने का नहीं रखना, यही बुद्धि है, यही सोने चांदी की है। तो इस टाइम बॉक्स में अपना टाइम जो है ना वो आप जमा करते रहो। तो क्या होगा, दो फायदे हैं इससे। एक तो आप जब जमा खाता देखेंगी रात को तो आपको खुशी होगी, वाह हमारा इतना जमा हुआ। और दूसरा, लगातार चेकिंग करने से घंटे 2 घंटे में आपका और टाइम जो है वो वेस्ट नहीं जाएगा। जो आपको सोचना पड़े हाय मेरा वेस्ट गया, क्यों वेस्ट हुआ टाइम, फिर तो वापस आना नहीं। इसीलिए बाबा ने कहा तुम टाइम बॉक्स रखो और जमा करो। आज मानो हम लोग जो बच्ची में थे ना, हम लोग यही रेस करते थे, रीस नहीं रेस। ग्रुप बने हुए होते थे हमारे। एक ग्रुप अगर कहता था आज हमारे 8 घंटे जमा हुए, 10 घंटे जमा हुए, तो दूसरा ग्रुप कहता था नहीं हम तो 12 घंटा जमा करेंगे। शुरू शुरू में जो हमारी बच्ची चली 14 वर्ष, उसमें हम लोग यही रेस करते थे और वो आदत पड़ी होने के कारण अभी बहुत सहज लगता है। तो आप लोग भी ये आदत डालो, जमा करो। पूरा 1 घंटा नहीं निकल सकता है, ये तो होता ही है। कहाँ से 1 घंटा निकलेगा? जब जाप करना है तो 1 घंटा थोड़ी निकाल सकते हैं, लेकिन 1 मिनट तो निकाल सकते हैं ना। बाबा कहते हैं पानी की प्यास लगती है, फिर उठते नहीं हो क्या? उठेंगे, गिलास लेंगे, जाएंगे, पानी भरेंगे, पिएंगे, उसमें 1-2 मिनट नहीं लगता है। ये भी समझो मन को प्यास लगी है, शिव बाबा के याद की, ये पानी पी रहे हैं, इसमें क्या है? तो एक आदत डालो। आदत डालने से क्या होगा, आपका निरंतर हो जाए। तो निरंतर योगी जीवन है हमारी, ये अंडरलाइन करो, जीवन है हमारी। योग लगाने वाले नहीं है, योगी जीवन वाले हैं। तो जीवन तो चलते फिरते भी होनी चाहिए, या सिर्फ बैठे उस समय। ये बैठने का नियम बहुत अच्छा है, बाबा ने जो बनाया है, ये 3 दिन की भट्ठी जो रखी है वो बहुत जरूरी है। क्योंकि जब तक लगातार हो जाए तब तक ये अभ्यास बीच बीच में करना चाहिए। अमृत वेले का जैसे हमारा नियम है, ये ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल का नियम है, वो नियम हमारे बहुत अच्छे बने हुए हैं। ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल का क्यों बाबा ने रखा है कि बीच बीच में फिर से याद आ जाए। लेकिन होता क्या है, ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल एक कॉमन हो गया है ना, तो खड़े तो हो जाएंगे, लेकिन बुद्धि फिर भी यहाँ वहाँ कहाँ घूम सकती है। 3 मिनट है ना, उसमें 3 मिनट में कहाँ कहाँ घूम के भी आएंगे, और बाहर से खड़े भी हो जाएंगे और चुप भी हो जाएंगे। लेकिन नहीं, ये मन से बिल्कुल बस बाबा और मैं, दूसरा न कोई। 1 मिनट भी आपका अगर ये पावरफुल अनुभव रहा, तो ये पावरफुल अनुभव ऐसा है जो इसका प्रभाव जो है ना वो आपको काफी घंटे चलेगी। जैसे देखो योग भट्ठी में आप बैठते हो तो आप कहते हो ना आज का दिन बड़ा अच्छा गया। क्यों अच्छा हुआ? क्यों अभ्यास किया, अटेंशन दिया, इसीलिए बहुत अच्छा हुआ। तो अगर बार बार अटेंशन देते रहो रोज, तो आपका रोज अच्छा हो जाएगा। फिर पश्चाताप नहीं करना पड़ेगा, भाई 10 साल तो मैं ज्ञान में आई हूँ, लेकिन 10 साल मैंने 10 साल ही सफल नहीं हुए, युद्ध में भी गया। तो वो पीछे सोचना पड़ता है ना, वो सोचना नहीं पड़ेगा। इसीलिए जो बाबा ने इस वर्ष में ये वरदान दिया है कि बीच बीच में बस डेड साइलेंस, मैं बस आत्मा और बाबा बस, लिंक जोड़ लो बस। एक मिनट, एक सेकंड भी किया ना तो भी आप चेंज हो जाए।
बेहद का प्यार आपने हमको है दिया, हीरा हमें बना कर श्रृंगार है किया, श्रीमत से मंचन को आवाज हम करें, किन शब्दों में आपका धन्यवाद करें।
Well, now I would like to invite our two angels who will be coming with us and sharing their experience. So yesterday, Sister Angel Sarah, who practiced and shared with us, so she will be also with us. And also today, we have Angel Sister Bharti, who will be sharing about her experience, how she practiced today. So, welcome.
Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti, Mohini Didi. Om Shanti, Bhumi Didi. And welcome to our sweet angel, Sister Bharti. Om Shanti. So you're the lucky chosen angel today. Baba has brought you here to share your experience. So I'm sure you had a very sweet experience today. So tell us, sister, how did it feel to be Manmanabhav, and what new experience emerged for you while you were practicing the awareness of sweetness of all relationships with Baba?
Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar, Om Shanti Mohini Didi. Thank you, Sister Sarah. And also, your experience yesterday was wonderful and very beautifully honest, and it was really helpful. So, thank you for sharing that. And as far as my experience is concerned, when I got this homework, I was like very happy, and I was talking to Baba, and I was like, Baba, this is easy because this is literally the only Purushart I have been doing ever since I became a Brahmin, is to, keep you with me as my companion, and then feeling and experience the sweetness of all relationships from you. And this practice got really strengthened because for the past 3 years I was in the US and I was alone, and so I used to miss my family because this was the first time I was away from my family, and I had so much to do, like work occupied me and then college and everything, and I was emotionally, there was this vacuum and I was drained. And so I started following this practice of keeping Baba with me, like whatever I did. So he went with me to my college, and then he assisted me in cooking, and he assisted me in my projects, and everything was wonderful. It was a wonderful time, and I developed this very beautiful relationship with him. And I would say that this practice of being with him, it actually became a protection when I came back to India. So now when I'm living with my Lokik family, it's still like internally I'm with Baba and externally I'm with my Lokik family. And it feels like I'm on this lotus flower, and but I'm sharing that flower with Baba. So like he's with me. And I feel his constant presence in my life. And so for yesterday, because it's morning in India here, so yesterday I practiced, and I had these three very beautiful realizations that I never had before. And so while I was sitting in the meditation, I asked Baba, I was like, Baba, why does it happen that sometimes I feel your presence so strongly? Like I don't have to effort, and I feel like you're physically in front of me, like you're with me. And sometimes I have to labor, I have to like put in more efforts to like have yoga with you. Like, why does it happen? And this beautiful scene emerged wherein, while we're following the Srimad, it's like we're holding his hand, like our hand is in his hand, and we're like walking, and we're like happy because Baba is with us. And then what happens is we sometimes follow the dictates of our own mind, and you know how we drift away, like the child drifts away from the father. And so Baba was like, and then you drift away, and depending on how far you go, and because you drift away, you're not following the Srimad in any way, and you feel sorrow, you're not happy. definitely. So you look back to your father and then you're like, okay, let me go back to my father again. And so it takes effort for you to come back to your father and then experience, to develop that connection again. And I thought, and Baba was like, it's very simple. You just have to follow the Srimad all the time. In every thought, word, and action, you have been given all the Srimads, all the directions. Just follow that, and this path will be very easy. And I was like, oh, wow, that was really very profound. And then the second realization I had, because it said that you have to experience the sweetness of all relationships, and I was like Baba, how do I do that? Like, should I keep one day for you to experience, like you're my father, second day for mother, third day for companion, like what do I do? And then I got this realization that you just have to keep Baba with you as your companion, and all the relationships are merged in that one relationship. So, and Baba will switch his part depending on what your heart desire is and what your need is at that time. So, if you need guidance, if you need someone to guide you, he will become your Sadguru, he will become your father, and he will handhold you. And if you want to share something, if something is troubling you and you need a friend, so Baba will become your friend and you can share everything with him. And while you're going to sleep, Baba will become your mother and he will cradle you to sleep. So he was like, you just have to keep me with you as your companion, and then I will switch the roles and I will give you the attainments of different relationships. And so I was like, wow, well, like this is easy, we just have to keep you with us, and then rest of the thing you are doing. So that was second. And the third was, while I was meditating, I saw this beautiful image, and I think we all have seen this in the path of devotion, wherein Krishna and the gopis are dancing, but there's like one Krishna with each gopi, and they're like dancing in circle. I don't know if you all have seen it, but then Baba told me, like, in this conference age, like Baba is with every one of you, with every one of like Gop and gopis, and you're dancing, you're happy when you're with the Krishna, when you're with Baba, sorry. And so Baba is like, this is this one birth, and you just have to be with Baba in this whole birth, because in golden age we'll be with deities. In after that, after the rest of the cycle, we'll be with humans. But this is the only birth where we get to spend the time with Baba and live this life with Baba, like how they say they lived with God. So each and every moment of this conference age should be spent with Baba, and he will fulfill the relationships of all the responsibility of all the relationships. So I had these three realizations yesterday, and it was very amazing. So thank you for giving me the opportunity.
So Baba really gave you some nice experiences. That's really nice. And I really love how you just have what you said, you just have to keep Baba as your companion, and he will switch the role as needed and whatever you're feeling. So that's very inspiring. I love that. So thank you for sharing that. So as you know, many Kumaris will be coming up to share their experience with us this month. So based on what you shared with us this evening, what is one tip that you can give them to inspire them to be becoming Manmanabhav on, like, during the journey of this month?
Yeah, I would say just be very honest with your practice, and then Baba will give you like very beautiful experiences. Like, I never thought, I was like planning, what should I say? And then when I sit in meditation, like Baba gave me these experiences, and I literally just made a note of it in my mind, and I was like, okay, I'll be just very peaceful, and I'll narrate my experiences to everybody. And then Baba literally handholds you. When you sit, you might be nervous before, but when you said, you must have experienced yesterday, like how Baba makes it so simple for you. It's like you're talking to your family. So just be very honest with your experiences and just keep them with you, because yesterday, the day was like really special for me. And from the practice of yesterday, I cannot get that image over my mind, like of the Krishnas dancing with gopis. And I'm like, I have to live with Baba. I have to live with God in this birth. Like rest of the births, I'll be with deities and humans, but this birth, I have to be with God.
That's so beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing, sister. So do you want to read the homework for tomorrow?
Manmanabhav, feelings of the mind. Those who are themselves stable in the stage of Manmanabhav are able to know the feelings in the minds of others. when any person comes in front of you, you will be able to understand clearly the feelings of that person's mind by being stable in the stage of Manmanabhav. Because when your stage of Manmanabhav becomes the subtle stage, you are then able to understand the subtle stage and subtle feelings. We'll meditate for a few minutes. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Manmanabhav, feelings of the mind. Those who are themselves stable in the stage of Manmanabhava are able to know the feelings in the minds of others. When any person comes in front of you, you are able to understand clearly the feelings of that person's mind by being stable in the stage of Manmanabhava. Because when your stage of Manmanabhava becomes the subtle stage, you are then able to understand the subtle stage and subtle feelings.
मनमनाभव, मन के भाव। जो स्वयं मनमनाभव की स्थिति में स्थित है, वह औरों के मन के भाव को जान सकते हैं। कोई भी व्यक्ति आपके सामने आए तो मनमनाभव की स्थिति में स्थित होकर उसके मन के भाव को स्पष्ट समझ सकते हो। क्योंकि जब मनमनाभव की स्थिति सूक्ष्म स्थिति बन जाती है, तो सूक्ष्म स्थिति और सूक्ष्म भाव को समझ सकते हैं।
Om Shanti. So practice to create the stage of Manmanabhav and see what are your experiences. So thank you for the sisters who have been sharing their experience with us. All these sisters are part of the team. So thank you. Om Shanti and good night, everyone. Good night.